All right, apologies for the sound issues. I believe we are back. Not sure what the issue was, but for now, Southeastern out in front, 15-14 here in the first set. Lockheed near side, received by Lehman. Now back out to Lehman on the far side, evens it up at 15 apiece.
Yeah, again, apologize for the technical difficulty. What we were talking about throughout the early part of the match is Southeastern with Higley's serve able to kind of get control, and then Nelsonville after the timeout able to settle back in, and they started to get some momentum.
Serve from Call is too strong. That'll hand things back over to the Panthers with a 1-point lead.
We were talking about in the early part how important the Southeastern serving will be in this one to get Nelsonville out of their attack, and there's a great example of it.
17-15, Southeastern leading. 19-4 in the regular season, draws the 4 seed in the district tournament. Serve from Urig is into the net. That'll hand it back over to the Buckeyes, trailing by 1.
No, you never want to service error, but Abby Urig has one of those risk-reward serves. She can really get it running in the right direction for your team, so you'll put up with one of those every now and then.
Dean serves it away, nearly has an eighth. Booth back over with the right hand. A nice play by the junior. Now back over to the Buckeyes. Booth to the outside. This is Warren going for the kill. This one is wide of the back line. Lead is back up to 2 for Southeastern.
Go back to something I was saying earlier. I'm not sure when we were off and then back on, but this talking about Lougheed, the SVC Player of the Year, back to serve now as Ware comes opposite of her in the front row.
Down the middle, Dixon blocked at the net by Ruckel. Block goes out of bounds. Give the point to Nelsonville.
Southeastern will come at you in the 6-2 attack. Lougheed will do some of the setting across the back row.
Van Bibber serves it away. This one is just long of the back line, extremely close for the junior. The lead is back up to 2 for the Panthers.
As volleyballs continue to grow in our area, they put more and more investment into it, and it's nice to have the 4 officials across in even most of our regular season matches now.
Spencer, a free ball over to the Panthers. Lougheed sets up Ware near side. Gets the kill.
Again, highlighting Morgan Ware earlier. She's hitting strong side here for Southeastern in these 4, 5, 6 rotations. Obviously, Lougheed getting a lot of the attention throughout the year, and rightfully so, but Morgan Ware is certainly capable on that outside of taking the match over.
Spencer back to Warren, far side, kept alive by Morgan Ware. Now back to Ware, tips it over with 2 hands. Now Booth back to Warren. Over with the right hand. This is Stauffer setting up Ruckel in the middle of the floor. Now that was Redmond. Hand the point over to Southeastern. Timeout, Nelsonville.
Nelsonville used that first time out at 11-6, and they were able to respond and get themselves back to a tie at 15-15. Certainly situation here at 21-17 where I'm sure Coach feels like this is a must-get in terms of a point. And nice use of the timeout to where you can settle things down and try to make sure everybody knows where the ball needs to go here. If you're Southeastern with Higley back on the line, this is a rotation that favored you big time earlier in this set. Let's see if Southeastern can continue to serve tough and keep Nelsonville out of system.
21-17 lead for the Panthers here in set number 1. Jesse Higley set to serve it away coming out of the Buckeye timeout. Four-point lead for the Panthers. Booth to the outside. This is Warren a bit off the net. Sneaks it in. Down to 3.
Been really impressed with Warren on the outside there, right when her team needs her most. She stops the bleeding. 21-18 keeps Nelsonville in this opening set.
Spencer serves it away for the Buckeyes. Received by Higley. Long heat into the middle. This is Redmond, blocked at the net, kept alive by the Panthers. Now back over to Spencer. Now Booth to the outside. Warren with the right hand with the kill.
Again, big opening set here for Warren. Some nice hard swings there on the outside, and Southeastern's going to have to get the block over there and start to get some hands on that cross-court effort, or that's going to be a factor throughout this afternoon.
A tight first set so far. Spencer serves it away, trailing by 2. Here's Warren, near side, just sneaks it over the net. 22-19.
I don't know exactly how she meant to do it, but certainly was effective enough to roll down there and find the floor. Gets them back up 3, and Southeastern, as they like to say, needs to push 3 to take this first set.
Will serves it away for the Panthers. Booth to the outside. That is Call on the swing. This one is out of bounds, 23-19.
Chloe Wills, one of the real underrated players in the area, does a nice job setting here and serving as well for the Panthers.
Tight serve from Wills. Here's a back set from Booth to Warren, received by Jesse Higley. Now here's Ware near side, almost comes away with the kill. Giving chase is Spencer, not going to get there, 24-19.
Great effort from the Buckeye defense, but give Morgan Ware credit here. The situation with the set on the line, she's had back-to-back swings where they've resulted in kills. Set point.
Set point for the Panthers, 24-19. Wills serves it away, received by Van Bibber. Now Call over to the Panthers. It's blocked and out of bounds. Buckeyes stay alive. Chloe Lehman back into the game, the leader in kills for the Buckeyes with 360, averaging 4.7%. Wills a back set to the far side to Warren, kept alive by the Buckeyes. Now back to Lehman with the right hand, drops it in. Warren to serve. Tight to the net, just sneaks it over. What a serve from the junior. Just like that, the Buckeyes have cut it down to 2. Set point, Wills, back set. Back over to the Buckeyes. This is Lehman, way off the net, just gets it over. Redmond on the second touch, back over, overpass from the Buckeyes. Here's Wills setting it up right down the middle for Redmond. Booth to the middle of the floor for Lehman with the right hand. It's just out of bounds. No, they're going to say she snuck it in the left side.
Hit a great spot there, and again, Southeastern will take the timeout. Southeastern just a little bit out of system and a little bit of their serve receive, and they still a set point here. But if I look back on it, 24-20, they've had these opportunities to close it out so far, unable to do so. So they'll talk it out, see if they can break a little bit of the rhythm of the server.
24-23, 4 straight for the Buckeyes. Did you get a good look at that last kill by Lehman?
Yeah, I thought it was well placed down the line there. Yeah, I thought it was just inside the line. And again, I go back. I know I mentioned it earlier, but for years and years and years, you didn't have the opportunity to have some of the extra officials. Now you did in the tournament, but throughout the year. So I really like the opportunity to get more of the officials on the floor, and usually they're spot on. That's not an easy job.
Warren serves it away. Wills to the outside. Ware with the right hand. Spencer giving chase, keeps it alive for the time being. Warren, what a play, back over. They'll come away with the point. We're all tied up at 24.
You think it was going to be a free ball opportunity. Again, give Nelsonville's defense credit for keeping the set alive. Then on the free ball, it catches a little bit of the net, and all of a sudden we're tied at 24.
Momentum is pointing towards the Buckeyes. Wills sets it up down the middle. Redmond just taps it over with 2 hands. Spencer to the outside. Lehman with the right hand. Dig by Morgan Ware. Now back to Ware, a bit off the net. A nice dig by Spencer. Overpass back to the Panthers. Ware back over with two hands. Right back to Spencer. Now Booth setting it up to the far side for Lehman. This one is wide of the line. Panthers back out in front, 25-24, set point.
Well, also what happens here, Dewey, on the side out, Lougheed returns to the front row. Ware will be serving yet another set point for the Panthers.
Ware serves it away, received by Warren. Booth will set it up to the outside. This is Lehman, whose kill attempt is into the net. And after all of that, Southeastern will take the first set, 26-24, as we head into set number 2. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School Volleyball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student-athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week, presented by Willie & Son Trucking, each week at SOSAOhio.com.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. One chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at OhioHealth.
A 26-24 win in set number 1 for the Panthers. Back and forth for a large majority of the set. How important is it to win those sets that are really just up for grabs?
Well, obviously, anytime in the best of 5 you get off to the 1-0 lead, that's what you want. It's kind of a hard set to analyze. It was kind of somewhat of a sloppy back and forth. I've watched both of these teams play much better volleyball, much cleaner. Obviously, we're on a district championship stage. I'm sure nerves are a little bit of a factor, but it seemed like a lot of the timing, a lot of the different things. Also, give credit to the opponent on both sides of the net. You know, it's one of those things. Southeastern certainly one of the better teams Nelsonville's played throughout the entire year. Obviously, Southeastern's been pushed into top of that SVC, but they too have some matchup issues here with some of the size that Nelsonville presents at the net. I look for both teams to clean it up a little bit and go. I thought that first set was just kind of a little bit of a will and a hang on a little bit, if you will, for Southeastern. So credit to them. They go up 1-0, but certainly still early, and we'll see if Nelsonville can respond here.
I think for Nelsonville, we may see a little more of a emphasis to get Lehman a little more involved. I know we saw her come on a bit towards the end of the set, but it seemed like early on it was just a lot of Kylie Warren, not a whole lot of Chloe Lehman.
Really impressed with Warren on the outside and her ability to swing.
Warren starts things off for us. Lougheed, a big swing on the near side, comes away with the kill. Panthers out in front.
Well, that's who Southeastern wants to be. They're going to highlight their strong hitters, the strong side hitters there. Lougheed, the first 3 rotation, Ware the final 3, and when they pass on target, Josie shows you a little bit of that SVC Player of the Year talent there.
Gracie Brown with the serve for the Panthers. Booth sets it up far side. Lehman just sneaks it in.
What you're talking about there, wanting to see a little bit more opportunity for her, and right off the bat, she gets an open net there and a big swing.
Evened up at 1 apiece. A extremely tight, close set in number 1, 26-24. Here's Wills, a back set right down the middle. Lougheed, another kill.
Example of how Southeastern will move Longheat around a little bit, particularly on the first ball over. She'll hit more times than not. You'll find her on the outside, but she will come at you in some different areas of the net in different rotations.
2-1 Panthers. Urig's serve is into the net. That'll even it up at 2 apiece.
Again, just important for Urig to stay with that, because I've watched 3 different times this year where she's taken a particular set over with her serve.
Macy Call serves it away for the Buckeyes near side. This is Longheat, who's blocked at the net. It will be out of bounds, so hand the point over to the Panthers. It was Dixon and Emmy Fowler on the block for the Buckeyes. Lockheed serves it away, a tight serve. This is Dixon, who just gets it back over to the Panthers' side. Now Lockheed setting up down the middle for Ruckel with the right hand. Drops it in.
So important to Southeastern's balance when they're able to get just enough out of the middle there. Ruckel comes in, just a sophomore, nice swing, and you'll also see Redmond out of the middle. But when they're able to get just a little bit out of those other spots, it keeps the block from being able to just completely sell out on Longheat or Ware.
Longheat serves it away. Nobody home for the Buckeyes.
Longheat gives you a little bit of, to use a golfing term, a little bit of that right to left draw. She'll get a little action on that serve, and great example of it there.
Booth sets it up to Dixon, who gets the kill. Far side swing for the junior.
Dixon's an impressive athlete, long, lanky kid at the net. We watched her defensively impact the first set a little bit there. She gets a chance offensively to swing.
Chloe Lehman serves it away, just sneaks it in the back line. First ace of the match for Lehman. 5-4 Panther lead. Longheat sets it up near side. This is Ware kept alive by the Buckeyes. Now Booth out to Warren. Another big swing. Here come the Panthers. Ware a bit off the net. A free ball opportunity now for the Buckeyes. Booth to the outside. Warren nearly comes away with the kill. The Panthers keep it rolling. What a rally we have here in the second set. This is in the net. Warren with the right hand is long of the back line.
Give Southeastern's defense credit there. I talked about in the first set, they just weren't, they simply weren't getting home outside on the block at all, and the net was free, and those 2 times just being able to get a touch allows the point to continue on, and then you force the error.
Booth an overpass. Redmond trying to tip it back over. The Buckeyes keep it rolling. Here's Longheat set near side. Ware tipped at the net. The Buckeyes still able to keep it alive. Here's Warren on the far side, just gets it to fall. 6-5. Van Bibber's serve is too strong. That'll hand it back over to Southeastern, 7-5.
There's certainly a lot of size at the net on both sides of the net, and just for some reason the back row of both teams a little slow to react, and I just wonder if it's some of the system and some of the different ways they're coming at where they're having trouble picking up the ball, but defensively just a little slow to react.
Overpass from the Buckeyes, but they'll come away with the point as Southeastern just wasn't able to get it back over. Lindsey Spencer serves it away for the Buckeyes. Down the middle, Redmond with the right hand finds a hole near side.
Well done. Nice vision there from Redmond. The block was set there. She ended up seeing the empty spot and hit the hole.
Booth a back set to Warren. Big swing down the line.
Again, Warren playing that opposite spot of Lehman there. She's really off to a nice start this afternoon. She's been a problem for the Panthers to this point.
Lehman back in for the Buckeyes, trailing by 1, 8-7. Wills near side, Lougheed, big swing.
Well done, Lougheed and Wills, such great chemistry on that. They read one another well, and sometimes they'll give it more of a lower shoot set and get her pushed down the net a little bit more. Other times she'll go to her setter, but they really have nice chemistry together.
Booth sets it up right down the middle for call. That was a violation on the Buckeyes.
Not a lot Call could do there. The setter was expecting her to come to her a little quicker, and then by the time she was able to adjust, there was no way to avoid the going into the net across the line there.
Here's Booth setting it up for Lehman, a bit off the net, gets the kill.
Great swing from Lehman. She's as advertised. She does a nice job out there. Really no excuse for Southeastern not to get the block there. The middle was in nowhere ready to go, so it was pretty obvious where the ball was going to go.
Way off the net. Ware with the right hand is blocked at the net by Macy. Call tipped back over by Lehman. Buckeyes get the point.
Lehman's really impressive there at the net, using her length but great athleticism to stay out of the net while doing so.
Booth comes away with the ace. We're all knotted up at 10. Megan Booth with 840 assists on the season, had 25 in the win over North Adams. Back-to-back aces for the junior. Timeout Southeastern.
Yeah, really just a situation, Dewey, where I think Southeastern, before this gets any further along, wants to try to calm some things down. Defensively is where I've seen the biggest issues for the Lady Panthers, starting in their serve receive, and then just they've cleaned up a little bit of the blocking at the net, at least getting a block up there and getting some touches. But the Southeastern defense has been really slow to react. Sometimes that can be a nerves thing. We call it the deer in the headlight type thing. Sometimes you get in the bigger stage here and maybe you're a little slow to react. That could be it. I thought Nelsonville experienced that a little bit in that first set, and to their credit, they started to bust out and play a little bit. But I really think that's going to be the key. I thought the first set was a coin flip. I think the second set's a coin flip. It's really going to be the team defensively that can just pick their energy up a little bit and play.
Coming off of back-to-back, make that 3 in a row for Megan Booth. 12-10. Ware to Higley, deep in the back line. Now Lehman tips it over with the right hand.
And again, all made possible by the tough serve and the lack of serve receive. It seems like forever since Southeastern's been on the attack, and you got to give Booth credit with her serve.
5-0 run for the Buckeyes.
There's another one.
Make that 6. Six unanswered for Nelsonville-York, leading 14-10. Tipped back over by Lehman. Buckeyes are on a roll. Will sets it up to Ware, deep away from the net. This one is deep of the back line, 16-10.
Not a rotation that Southeastern usually struggles in, certainly not to this point, so the credit's got to go to the serving of Nelsonville.
Will sets it up right down the middle for Lougheed, who comes away with the kill. Southeastern back on the board, 16-11.
Again, I mentioned that because that's usually what they like to go to out of that. They get their pass out of that, and then they'll bring Lougheed out of the middle the first time, but unable to get a pass on target there for 4 or 5 straight points.
Booth down the middle. Lehman tips it over with the right hand. Higley up to Lockheed near side. Can't get it to go. 17-11. Ware to Wills, near side. Lockheed with the right hand, sent right back. Emmy Fowler and Gianna Dixon on the block for the Buckeyes. Timeout, Southeastern.
Really credit Nelsonville in their serving. The service game certainly has Southeastern out of whack. There's been no attack. Even the swings that Lockheed and Ware are getting, or even a Ruckle or Redmond in the middle, are not on time. They're not with the normal hard swing. A lot of times it's forcing them to go into a tip or whatever. But even beyond the 5 or 6 aces this set, it's been the other 4 or 5 passes off target. And what was looking back here at the sheet, Southeastern was up at least 10-7 at one point, and here we are down 18-11. Nelsonville's really started to put their stamp on this second set, trying to tie the match up 1-1.
(11-1) run here in the middle of set number 2. Macy Caw serves it away for the Buckeyes out of the Panther timeout. Lockheed down the middle gets the kill. 18-12.
And as I said, that'll be the key. When they're able to pass it on target and they're able to go in normal system, Southeastern certainly has the hitters to compete at this level.
Booth a set near side. Lehman drops it in. Back to the Buckeyes, 19-12.
And you see Lehman hitting out of that backside or that weak side, that first ball over, and Southeastern's block not adjusting and finding her.
Delaney Dean serves it away for the Buckeyes, leading by 7. Ruckle with the right hand back over to Booth. Now Spencer, far side. Warren sent back to the Buckeyes. Booth to Warren once again. This time gets it through the block. Panthers keep it alive as Lockheed back over. Free ball opportunity for the Buckeyes. Dixon right down the middle. 20-12.
Great quick action in the middle, and Dixon right up on top of the setter. Nelsonville in a position here to take this second set.
Definitely one of the more lengthy teams I believe I've seen this year.
Yeah, they really are. That's a great point. You have Lehman there, you have Dixon, and then Warren on the outside. She's been terrific. And the biggest thing that's allowed their size to take over has started with their serve. Southeastern hasn't been able to come at them on the attack. Then Nelsonville's been able to go with a little bit of pace in return. And it's really been all Nelsonville here in this second set.
Another serve from Deed. Lockheed sets it up near side for Ware. Panthers back on the board, 20-13.
Higley on the service line earlier in the match had a nice little run. Now Southeastern could certainly use one of those here to try to get back in this.
Booth a back set to the far side. Warren gets it to go. An impressive first 2 sets so far for Kylie Warren. Second on the team in kills with 276, had 7 in the win over North Adams. Van Bibber serves it away a bit too strong. That'll hand it back over to Southeastern, 21-14.
I'd say she has 7 already today.
Wills serves it away for Southeastern, received by Spencer. Now to Booth, way off the net for Warren, not able to get it to go on the left side of the floor. 21-15.
Again, Southeastern has cleaned up some of the blocking there, but the rest of the defense has just got to get settled in a little bit.
Tight serve from Wills, gets it to go.
There's nothing that can change the momentum in a volleyball match like a great serve, a tough serve, or someone who gets on a roll there at the service line.
Another serve from Wills. Warren up in the air, a free ball from Spencer. Wills right at the net. Down the middle is Redmond, who just gets it over with the right hand. 4-0 run for the Panthers to cut the lead down to 4. Booth a back set near side. Dixon blocked back to the Buckeyes. 21-18.
A lot of credit to Southeastern defensively there at the net. As I said, they started to clean that up and start to get more active hands. I think that would help the defense too. They're within 3 now.
5-0 run, Booth. Far side, this is Warren. Nice play by Longheed. Now Warren with the right hand. Dig from Spencer, Booth. Up in the air, Warren a free ball. Will sets it up near side for Ware. Yes! 21-19.
Big swing from Ware on the outside. Give Longheed some defensive credit there in the middle of that rally as well. And 21-19, Nelsonville going to use timeout. But it really goes back to what we talked about earlier. The same way when Nelsonville made their run, it was Booth at the line, making it difficult. Now it's the turn of the Southeastern setter going back. Wills goes back, and not every point's been an ace. There's been some blocking. There's been some attacks from Ware. There was a play in the middle there from Redmond. But
yep.
You know, each serve was taking them out of system a little bit and allowing Southeastern's defense to set a little bit more. So this is where Nelsonville, kind of almost like the first set where Southeastern almost let it get away. If you're Nelsonville, you'd hate to see this slip away when you dominated the set really to this point.
Booth sets it up far side. Warren attempting to tip it over, but it's blocked right back by Katie Pinkerton.
Give Pinkerton credit on the outside there. She gives Southeastern's defense some length there at the net, and there she makes a nice play for the point.
Wills to serve, trailing by 1. Tied up at 21 off the ace.
I was saying it earlier, nothing turns a set quicker than a hot server, and right now Chloe Wills has got it going.
21-21. Long serve from Wills. That'll hand it back over to the Buckeyes. 22-21, Nelsonville.
Is that my fault? Is that the jinx of the serve? Maybe I should apologize to Chloe.
22-21, Spencer serves it away. Wills down the middle. This is Redmond with the right hand. What
Great
a play
play
by Spencer to keep it alive. Warren, far side. No, the Panthers keep it going. Free ball back over to the Buckeyes. Booth to Warren, blocked at the net. Booth back over on the second touch. Longheed not able to keep it going. 23-21.
What a great play from Spencer, the libero there of Nelsonville, that makes that point possible. Easily could have been 22-22. That type of effort leads to a 23-21 advantage now for Nelsonville.
A back set from Wills to Ware. Kept alive by the Buckeyes. Spencer, a free ball back over to Southeastern. Wills near side to Ware. Now for the Buckeyes, Booth to Warren into the net. 23-22. About as competitive as you can ask for through 2 sets. Going to be tough to get this one back over. An ace for the Panthers. We're all tied up at 23. Morgan Ware.
Big time serve there. Ware looks over, gets the number from coach.
Back set from Bruce. Warren blocked at the net by Longheat and Redmond. 24-23 Southeastern. Timeout Nelsonville. What a run for the Panthers.
Well, I thought the volleyball would pick up as the effort and defense picked up, and you really have started to see that here in the second set. Nelsonville with some incredible effort in the back row back here, and then Southeastern, their blocking was non-existent early in the match. Now all of a sudden in the second set, really starting to come alive. They're starting to get some of their size set at the net, giving some problems more to Warren and Dixon and Lehman and company. Now Southeastern out of nowhere, they have an opportunity here. You have Ware back at the service line, and you're somehow sitting at set point when you were once down 21-13.
Ware serves it away, set point, Booth. Far side, call. Can't get it in the back line. 25-23 is the final in set two. Southeastern takes a two-set lead as we head to set number 3. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School Volleyball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
There's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Parmar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Parmar has it. Download the Parmar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Parmar Rewards Card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
This presentation of high school sports on Southern Ohio Sports Authority is brought to you in part by your local McDonald's. McDonald's proudly supports all area athletes again this season. Visit your local McDonald's in Chillicothe, Circleville, Greenfield, and Waverly. And be sure to check out SOSA's newly relaunched podcast, Overtime, presented by McDonald's.
Back-to-back 2-point wins in set number 1 and 2 for Southeastern, a set away from heading to the regional tournament.
Yeah, the 26-24, 25-23 is a great indication of how competitive this match is, and it really has been. And it's just crazy to think of some of the stretches. I thought the first set was not the level of volleyball that these two particular teams like to play. I thought it was a little bit sloppy. I thought they were a little bit nervous, a little bit slow to react. And I thought the level of volleyball really picked up there in that second. I thought both teams had some credit at the service line. I know Booth there of Nelsonville got them going, and at one point, this again's unofficial, but I believe it was 21-13.
Yeah, 12-2 finish.
Yeah, so the 12-2 finish, and Wills was involved in that a little bit. Ware was involved in that. I thought Southeastern's defense at the net really started to show up, starting to get some hands on the ball and so forth. So, yeah, obviously 2-0 down is not where Nelsonville wants to be. I'm assuming with the type of year they had, 2-0 down is not a place they're familiar with. But what you have to be talking to your kids about here is, look, we're more than capable of being up 2-0 the same way we were down 2-0. So you just have to take it one serve at a time, as the cliche goes, and try to just get this third set and get yourself into the match and put a little pressure back on Southeastern. But Southeastern has to feel real fortunate. They almost give away the lead there in the first set. They find a way 26-24, and then to Southeastern's credit, they didn't quit there in the middle of that set, down 8, and they come back, and here they are up 2-0. It'll be Ware back to serve here to get us going.
2-0 lead for the Panthers. Set 3 is underway from Waverly High School. Here's Booth to the far side. Van Bibber gets it back over for the Buckeyes. A free ball opportunity. Longheat, big swing down the line. Panthers 1-0.
Longheat hasn't had as many of those opportunities as maybe she's used to at times, but she's certainly still hitting the high percentage. I give Nelsonville just a lot of credit for the way they've come at Southeastern to keep them out of system.
Ware serves it away and comes away with the ace, 2-0.
One thing you worry about with kids when you're coaching is when they have something happen the way it did at the end of the second set is how they'll react. So this is a situation where you want Nelsonville to settle in real quick here.
Booth sets it up, far side. Lehman sneaks it in. First point of the set for Nelsonville.
Great swing from Lehman. I like it, but I do continue to like how Southeastern's challenging a little bit more than that. Pinkerton and Redmond and Ruckel and across the board with their blocking.
Near side, Lougheed, a nice dig there by Warren. Lehman back over off the net with the right hand. Now down the middle, Redmond, another dig from Warren. Back over near side, tipped over by Emmy Fowler. Here's Will setting up Lougheed near side, another dig for Warren. Back to Lehman on the far side of the floor. Solid volley here from both teams. Here's Lougheed off the net. Now Booth, here's a roll shot from Warren. Near side, Lougheed, a big swing, finally drops it in.
Much better defense from both sides. Give Warren credit back here on the back row for Nelsonville, keeping the ball alive a couple times, but you just can't give a player of Lougheed's caliber, 3 or 4 swings in one rally and expect it to not end in a Southeastern point.
One of the longer rallies we've had in this afternoon's match. Down the middle, Lehman. Kept alive by the Panthers. Will set near side, sent right back to the Panthers, but out of bounds. 4-1 lead for Southeastern.
Again, Lougheed's starting to come alive here a little bit, showing off a little bit of her shot making, but give Ruckel credit there on the touch again to kind of slow down the attack.
Serve from Brown is too strong. Lead is down to 2.
Basketball, they like to call her downtown Gracie Brown sometimes. Maybe that was a little bit of that, a little bit too much juice.
Macy Call serves it away for the Buckeyes, trailing by 2. Here's Wills to the middle of the floor, back over to the Buckeyes. Now Booth setting up Lehman far side, kept alive by Southeastern, tipped over by Ruckel. She'll be called for a 2-touch violation. Lead is down to 1.
Lehman is really impressive at the net. Her body control is outstanding.
Higley on the second touch, back over to the Buckeyes. A free ball opportunity. Booth setting up right down the middle for Gianna Dixon. Ties it up at 4.
Yeah, I really like Dixon. She does a good job going right up on top for setter. They run some nice quick actions. She's just a junior as well. So when you start looking through the roster there, they have a nice core group coming back as well.
Set from Wills right down the middle. Lougheed just taps it over, drops it in the hole. 5-4 Panther lead.
Yeah, that was the rotation earlier that they were struggling a little bit with, and I know that had to be disappointed. That time they were much cleaner in their attack.
Long serve from Pinkerton will hand it right back over to Nelsonville. Evens it up at 5 apiece. Wills near side, Lougheed tips it over with the right hand. A nice play by Booth to keep it going. Lehman off the net, dig by Higley. Near side, this is Lougheed once again, drops it in. 6-5.
Yeah, the first 2 sets, I mean, she was still really, really solid, showing off her ability to defend and serve and set and do some things. But this particular set here, Lougheed able to really come alive a little bit and get some opportunities. Now she'll leave the front row as she goes back to serve.
Ace for the SVC Player of the Year pushes the lead to 2 at 7-5. Here's Booth to the middle of the floor. Down the lane is Dixon, another kill. 7-6 now, Southeastern.
Yeah, again, Dixon in that one-on-one opportunity in the middle. That's a tough matchup. She's an athletic player there. Nice length.
Near side, Ware with the right hand. Now Booth setting up. Warren far side. Warren a bit off the net, a roll shot. Here come the Buckeyes. Warren with the right hand. Nice dig there. Overpass back to Warren. Nice play by Higley on the far sideline. Violation on the Panthers. Ties it up at 7.
Yeah, much better volleyball. As I said, throughout the second and third set, you're really starting to see some great defense and some longer rallies.
Van Bibber serves it away for the Buckeyes. Here's Ware, who's blocked at the net by Gianna Dixon. Has made the most of the opportunities she's had so far.
She really had. Those are some good-looking shoes, too. You like those there? What would you call that? Like a green? Like a
turquoise, potentially.
Okay.
Ace for the Buckeyes. Pushes the lead up to 2.
That's where when you start dropping those collars on, that's where I start to say I grew up more with the eight box, right?
Yeah.
I think you probably came across. Oh, yeah.
Near side, Ware with the right hand, dig by Spencer. Now Warren far side, sneaks it in the right line. Buckeyes the first to double digits in set 3.
Great shot, a little cross-court action there. Warren's just been terrific out of that strong side attack, and Ware talking to the bench there a little bit, trying to get an idea of what angle, what placement should be the best way to go about defending it.
Another ace for Van Bibber. Timeout, Southeastern trailing by 4 in set number 3.
Yeah, again, it's been the same thing. When Nelsonville starts to go on the run, it's had a little foundation of great serving, and it's been Southeastern out of system. And as a result, you highlighted well Dixon's play there defensively and offensively, and I think we've made it real clear what you're going to get from Lehman and Warren. So when you start to get that third and fourth kid involved at the net, they start to go to another level. One person listening in gave an aqua guess on the shoe collar of Dixon, if that matters to the volleyball match today.
I'd say that's fair. Another ace for Van Bibber, 2 in a row. I believe there's even a 32 box of. It got out of hand.
Yeah, it got way up there, and then that's why we can't just call them green anymore.
Green, yellow green, dark green, Kelly green.
Yeah. That's why you go to all these gyms and you see about 17 shades of whatever the school collar is. It's because you can't order anything anymore as an AD without having something that clashes.
Panthers back in possession, trailing by 4, make that 3. Higley comes away with the ace, 12-9.
Higley's been pretty solid here today, too, and that's what you'll get out of the senior libero throughout the year. Good server, plays a nice back row for the Panthers.
Booth is set to Dixon. Gets it to go.
Yeah, Redmond and Ware, they're putting up a big block there, but that's, Dixon's coming on the outside, and she's high pointing that ball. At that angle, that's a tough block to get in play. You really have to get those hands turned in, but that's a nice weapon out of that weak side attack there on that first ball over.
Spencer serves it away for the Buckeyes with a lead of 4. That is Stauffer not able to get it over the net. The lead is up to 5. Lehman, Warren, and Dixon, one of the better big threes I think we've seen this season. Log Heat is set to the middle. An awkward tip over for Redmond with the left hand. Can't drop it in bounds. Lead is up to 6.
if you're Nelsonville, this is where you really got to see an opportunity and not let up. Remember, this is where you kind of, right around this point where you let it get away in the second set when they really dominated that set as well most of the way.
Down the middle, Redmond, a big swing, out of bounds. Lead is up to 7.
I would say that one more point, you'd see a Southeastern timeout. They're not going to let this go any further than this.
Set near side for Ware, right hand over. Nice play by Spencer to keep it alive, but nobody home for the second touch. Panthers in double digits, 16-10.
It's where Southeastern will usually go. They'll go to the outside when they need one, and that time it was Morgan Ware finding a spot in the middle of the Nelsonville defense to at least get this thing back to 16-10.
Wills to serve for the Panthers. Into the net, right back to the Buckeyes, 17-10. Before that, I was going to say Wills, the player that sort of sparked that comeback in set 2, but she hands it right back to the Buckeyes with a 7-point lead.
There's no question. That's exactly what happened, and sometimes that's why I say just a missed serve can mean more than just that 1 point.
Back-to-back service errors, hands it right back to Southeastern. Lead is back down to 6, 17-11. This time, sneaks it in. Morgan Ware cuts the lead to 5.
Both teams continuing to serve tough, and when you do, you're going to go through stretches of errors. That's why they call it risk-reward. You know what I mean? If it's one of those where you got to trust your work and trust that you're going to execute and hit your spot.
17-12, Booth sets up Lehman far side. Yes.
Nice job, Nelsonville setter there, pushing it outside. nice low set. Southeastern block late.
Booth nearly has an ace now, near side. Longhey dips it over with the right hand. Lehman attempting to do the same, but not able to get it over the net. Lead is back down to 5.
Again, Josie Longhey, one of those kids that just her adaptability, I guess is the word I would use. She can find a way to go on the attack on so many different types of sets.
Versatile. Gracie Brown back to serve, comes away with the ace. Lead is down to 4, 18-14. Another tight serve from Brown. This one is too strong and out of bounds. 19-14, Nelsonville leading.
You can tell Southeastern has some things there in the deep action in their service game that they want to take advantage of, but they've been a little off and been long here several times in this set.
Back set from Wills. Longhey down the middle. Cuts it back to 4. 19-15. Serve from Pinkerton, just inside the back line. Comes away with the ace, 19-16.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. They found some things they like there in the deep part of the Nelsonville serve receive, and they're kind of playing on that back line. This time they come short.
Back-to-back aces for Pinkerton, 19-17.
Nice mix and match. Go deep one time, come short the next. Now you have them guessing a little.
Here's Booth, near side, Lehman with the right hand, blocked back, inbounds. Lead is down to 1.
Yeah, nice job of getting the hands out over the net. The coverage for Nelsonville's there. The back protection started to creep up a little bit more, and it finds the spot in the back of the defense.
Pinkerton, another serve, a nice play from Warren to avoid the ace. Near side, Longhey, what a dig there by Spencer, but to no avail, tied up at 19.
Great setter play from Wills right there to utilize the bump set to make sure that her elite hitter gets a swing to tie at 19. I think we have a Lady Buckeye down there in the middle. I couldn't tell. I know Dixon was there.
I believe that may be Lehman.
Okay. Yeah, she's to her feet there, but she's certainly, you can tell, certainly in a little bit of discomfort there. That, man, you hate to see that at any match you do, but especially in a district championship situation for such a special player.
Especially when it's tied up 19 to 19.
Yeah, just
match
you just like I said, there's never a good time. But just, man, this is one of those spots that you just don't want to see it. You know, take away an opportunity for a young kid to get to play on this stage, but then to also impact the match. So they're going to give the timeout there. So at 19-19, they'll come out, and then see Pinkerton still on the line. It was 19-14 when Southeastern went side out to cut it to 19-15. And then they've rattled off from that point 4 more. So they're on the 5-0 run is what I have to tie it at 19.
Out of the timeout, Pinkerton set to serve it away.
They're sure enough just the rotation there, because that's not a normal sub that they would make, obviously, for Nelsonville. Obviously, Lehman plays her spots all the way across there normally.
Serve from Pinkerton is tight to the net. Booth flips it back. A nice play there by Booth. Dixon on the roll shot back over. Longheed blocked at the net. Give the point to Nelsonville, 20-19.
They give a lot of credit to Booth there. That would have been so easy to be in the net or not be able, just the ability to keep that ball up and let the point continue. That was just a really, really good play.
Heads up play to keep it going. Delaney Dean serves it away and gets the ace, 21-19. Wills sets up Longheed near side, dig from Dean. Now Warren the other way, tips it over with 2 hands, kept alive by Uhrig. Nice play there by the Buckeyes to keep it going. Wills near side, Longheed down the line with the kill.
Great effort from Nelsonville to keep the ball off the floor, but as a result, when the ball went back over, they were scrambling a little bit, and the Southeastern's credit, they went quick, and Longheed with the kill.
Booth has said near side for Fowler, blocked at the net. Now back over by Warren. Ruckel a free ball over to the Buckeyes. Booth, far side, Warren. Just does stay off the floor. Uhrig back over to the Buckeyes. Overpass, now back to the Panthers. Longheed set to Ware. Yes!
Incredible swing from Ware down the line, but man, I've got to back up and highlight the play of, was it Uhrig right here on the dig? That was outstanding. That's the type of ball usually going to result in a kill, but not that time, thanks to the play of Abby Uhrig, a senior there defensively. Outstanding.
Far side, this is Warren back over to the Panthers. Longheed, an overpass on the second touch, now back over from Van Bibber. Ware with the right hand. Now Booth, back to Warren. Buckeyes back out in front, 22-21.
This particular situation, Warren's obviously where they want to go. They obviously have the option of Dixon in the middle as well, but Warren's been really, really good today.
Serve extremely tight to the net, now back over to the Buckeyes. Dean pushes it over with 2 hands. Longheed sets up Ware near side, dig from Dean. Now Booth back to Warren off the net, a roll shot. Ware another go for the Panthers, dig from Spencer, and nobody home for the second touch, tied up at 22.
Well, in that 5-1 attack, you're so used to the setter taking the second ball. That time the ball was so far off the net, they just didn't communicate quick enough, and it falls right in the middle of the defense.
Higley serves it away with a tied up match. This is Dixon with the right hand, taps it over, back to Dixon. Now she gets it over with two hands. Here comes Redmond down the lane with two hands. Dixon right back to the Panthers. Now Ware a bit off the net with the right hand. Booth over on the second touch. A nice play by Higley to keep it alive. Now Redmond down the middle. Back to Dixon, right hand, back line, drops it in. Dixon coming up big on that point there for the Buckeyes.
Great adjustment from the junior middle hitter Dixon there. She knew that her swing was going to go long. She was able to take something off and throw a little change up to the back line.
Spencer serves it away. Nice play by Higley to receive the serve. Redmond with two hands, yes!
Great shot from Redmond. Also give credit to Loggy there, staying out of the net, popping that up with the one hand.
With both teams at 23 now guaranteed to have a 2-point set through the first three.
Yeah, it's really been that type of match. I know the 2-0 score says one thing, but it's really been that.
Wills serves it away for the Panthers. Now Booth, near side, Warren. Higley attempts to keep it alive, not able to do so. 24-23 Nelsonville.
Lehman is going to return, so that's a good sign there.
Timeout Southeastern.
You tell she's not moving great, but it's good to see her be able to come back out there and give it a go. And 24-23, Nelsonville will be serving for the set and a chance to cut into this 2-0 Southeastern lead. But as you said, every set has been that coin flip type of finish, and this one's going to be another one of those. Be Warren serving, so when Warren comes in to serve, that's when Lehman comes back opposite of her up in the front row. So it'll be Lehman as the number one attack for Nelsonville here.
Set point 24-23, down the middle, Redmond. Lehman on the second touch, free ball from Van Bibber. Wills sets up Ware, down the line. Lehman a roll shot with the right hand. Wills back to Ware, near side, dig from Spencer. Booth out to Lehman with the right hand. Into the net, the Buckeyes take set number 3. (26-24, 25-23, and 25-23 through the first 3 sets. We'll take a quick break. Match 4 just moments away. You're watching Ohio High School Volleyball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
See everything Southern Ohio Sports Authority presented by OhioHealth has to offer by visiting our website at SOSAOhio.com for complete coverage of area athletes and teams, including game stories, features, live streams of games, player and coach interviews, nightly scores, area standings, and much more. You can even view and purchase action photos from our more than 100 galleries. That's SOSAOhio.com for the best local sports coverage around.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new.
(25-23) set 3 win for the Buckeyes. Extremely tight through the first 3 sets. Nelsonville forces set number 4.
Yeah, I guess it's what you'd expect when you watch how evenly things seem to be throughout the day. It makes sense that that we're not going home in straight sets. So you come to a 4th set, and now what you have is if you're Nelsonville, obviously you're trying to force the fifth set. If you're Southeastern, now's when you want to go. I mean, those fifth sets, we've seen enough of those throughout the years here to where we know those are just coin flips, those sprints to 15. Anything can happen. So if you're Southeastern, you want to get off to a good start, and you certainly don't want to see that go, because by that point, you're going to have Nelsonville playing with all the momentum coming from 2-0 down to get to 2-2. So, give both teams the credit the way they've settled in here, because I thought the second set, I thought Southeastern ended up stealing a little bit. I thought Southeastern had every opportunity to win that set there. So really anybody's match, even though it's 2-1 Southeastern, it's going to come down to who can just eliminate some mistakes. The serving's been really, really tough on both sides. I thought the defensive efforts picked up from both sides here in the last two games. So I'm excited to see where we go here. I think you got a TVC champion in Nelsonville, so they don't want their season to end. You've got a Southeastern team trying to improve to 20-4. So I mean, like that's crazy. I mean, that's an incredible season. So I think as always, these first 5, 6, 7 serves of this fourth set are going to be huge in terms of trying to establish some momentum.
Once again, the winner of this district final will advance to the regional final next Thursday at Logan, where they'll take on Meadowbrook, who has for 4 straight seasons won a district title and made the regional semifinal. So relatively common ground for the Colts in recent time.
Yeah, it really is. You always get a great team out of the East over there, being a Meadowbrook, a Union Local, a Tuskegee, things like that. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that later in the week as well.
Lockheed way off the net. Lehman down to her knees, able to keep it alive for the time being. Wills sets up Lockheed once again off the net, a bit wide of the left line. 1-0 Nelsonville. Warren back to serve. Wills near side. Lockheed with the right hand gets the kill.
Yeah, on the outside, they have a little bit of an advantage there. It's one of the smaller blocks you'll see Nelsonville put up, because Nelsonville has some incredible size, but in this particular rotation, they can go on the outside there, and that time she's able to go off at the top of the block and tool it long.
Redmond serves it away for the Panthers, tied up 1-1. Booth sets up Lehman, far side. Panthers keep it going. Here's Booth on the other side now. Spencer Lehman coming down the line with the kill. 2-1, Nelsonville.
Yeah, give Lehman a lot of credit coming back from the injury. You can tell she's not quite 100% there, but swings one time, block and play. They go back to her, and she swings again, gets a kill.
Booth with the ace for Nelsonville, 3-1.
Remember, it was Booth earlier in the match that got on the hot streak and really got the Buckeyes out going. I think it was the second set.
Down the middle, Lockheed, what a swing by the junior, 3-2.
That's something you just got to be aware where she's at. In that rotation, when she's in serve receive, pulled off the net there, she's always going to come hit out of that middle the first time, and she certainly did swing there.
Pinkerton serves it away for the Panthers. Booth, far side for Fowler. This one is long of the back line, tied up at 3. Pinkerton, another tight serve. Here's Fowler now back to Lehman. Lockheed a bit off the net and a bit long of the back line, 4-3 Nelsonville. Two 2-1 lead for the Panthers. Through the first 3 sets, 4-3 here in set 4. Wills near side, Lockheed out of bounds. Panthers asking for a tip, but nothing there, 5-3 Nelsonville.
5-3 here, and I believe 4 of the points have been a result of a Southeastern mistake, so the Panthers just got to get locked in here a little bit on their attacks.
Near side, Lockheed, another swing, blocked at the net by Dixon. Ruckel gets it back over Booth, right down the middle for Dixon. But we'll have a violation on the Buckeyes. Point goes to the Panthers.
I like the quick low set out in front, but I think on the follow through, they're saying she caught a little net. That's a big point for Southeastern. So instead of 6-3, it's 5-4.
Dixon on the outside with the right hand, catches a piece of the antenna, so it'll even it up at 5. Nearly an overpass met by both teams at the net. Here's Ware pushing it over with 2 hands, gets the point, 6-5 Southeastern. Booth near side for Lehman. Nice dig by Lockheed off the net, free ball from Higley. Another set from Booth. This time it's Fowler who's blocked at the net. The block goes out of bounds, so that'll tie it back up at 6.
Warren back to the front row with Lehman serving.
Lockheed to Ware near side. Blocked at the net. Nice play by Ruckel to tip it back over. 7-6 Southeastern.
Ruckel staying active at the net there off of the block and play. That ball comes up live, and she simply finds a spot for the point.
Higley to serve. Booth right down the middle. Warren nearly sneaks it in. A nice play by Ware to keep it alive. Redmond back over for the Panthers. Spencer right to the net. Warren tips it over with the left hand. Gets the point for the Buckeyes. Evened up at 7 apiece.
Good effort just staying with it. If Nelsonville, again, Southeastern, getting a little bit of that almost quicksand feel that they had earlier in the match here, tied at 7.
Serve from Van Bibber is into the net. That'll hand it back over to the Panthers, 8-7. Here's Booth near side. Dixon a big swing, blocked at the net. Attempted roll shot from Warren is no good. 9-7 Southeastern.
Nice job defensively there, Redmond and Ware putting up a big block. You think of those two together in the double block, they present quite a challenge to the hitter, and it lets the back row know a little bit more of the direction to defend.
Tight serve from Wills. Booth to Warren, blocked at the net. It'll fly out of bounds, so give the point to Nelsonville, 9-8.
Nice hard swing. Again, the block was there. That time not angled as well. Flies out of bounds. Off the Tiger head over there.
Spencer to serve. Wills off the net. A combined effort between Pinkerton and Lockheed. Get it back over to the Buckeyes. Now back to the Panthers. Redmond taps it over with 2 hands, drops it in. Panthers the first to double digits in set 4.
It didn't look like much was there, but to Redmond's credit, she was able to find a spot in play, and it falls for a point.
Extremely tight serve from Ware. Nearly comes away with the ace. Warren, a big swing down the lane. 10-9.
Great effort. Spencer keeps it off the floor. Booth pops it up, and then they swing away. And again, right now, Nelsonville just kind of refusing to go away. And that's why I say I think the deeper they can get into this 4th set, the pressure starts to flip on Southeastern a little bit.
Wills near side to Longheed. Dig from Warren on the second touch. Lehman back over. Longheed with the kill, 11-9.
Another example of what I was highlighting earlier in the match, Josie's ability to just hang in the air a second longer than most hitters I watch, and then her vision takes over and she's able to find some creative angles.
Overpass tipped back over by the Panthers. I believe we'll have a violation on the Buckeyes. 12-9.
I think they're going to talk this over because I don't know that the two of them agreed. I think the one felt there was a little bit of net. The other one felt like there might have been some interference. And we'll go with the old jump ball replay, my favorite. Try it again.
I reckon it's better that than wrongly gift a point either
No,
way.
it really is. I mean, in all seriousness, both officials, I think, just ended up seeing it differently. Right at the same time. So that's why the rule's there.
Booth sets it up far side for Lehman. Gets the kill. The Buckeyes in double digits, 11-10. Booth serves it away for the Buckeyes, trailing by one. Down the middle, Longheed can't get it over the top of the net. Evened up at 11.
Booth's serve has really caused a problem for Southeastern the majority of the day. They really need to try to get her off the line here, and here's another free ball.
Lockheed pushes it over with two hands. Here's Lehman, far side, a big swing down the line. Nice play by the Panthers. Higley back to her feet to get it back to the Buckeyes. Lehman, another swing, this time drops it in.
You can tell Lehman not 100%, feeling a little bit on that landing, but you wouldn't have known it by the way the ball shot off her hand, but you can tell she's trying to hang in there.
Here's Longheed on the attack, blocked at the net. Lehman tips it back over with the right hand. Now Cole finds a hole in the back line, 13-11. Sometimes technique just goes out the window. You got to bat it around to keep it alive. Will sets it up down the middle for Longheed. Yes.
Well, and to your point, sometimes what we try to get kids to understand is, like, it's not going to be perfect every time. It's not going to be the way we practiced it yesterday in the walkthrough. You know what I mean? It's one of those where sometimes the ball goes live, just figure it out, play hard. I mean,
kick it up, whatever.
That's it. That's it.
Right side, this is Cole with the swing, kept alive by Southeastern. Now Longheed on the attack. We're all tied up.
Throughout the year, she's been literally unstoppable when she gets that particular set just a little bit off the net where she can hang and look.
Booth sets it up right down the middle. Lehman, a big swing, overpass now, back to Lehman, not able to get it back over. 14-13 Southeastern.
Yeah, instinct-wise, she sees that ball floating up there and she wants to go, and probably if she had it to do over, would like to have kept it on her side and let her setter give her a chance to come back to her.
Booth now is set to Fowler down the line. Yes, 14 apiece.
Well, it shouldn't be surprised, 14-14. It's been this way all day, even though we've had our runs. At the end of each set, we've been right there in a coin flip situation, and it looks like we're heading there again.
Longheed near side. What a swing.
And I'd say by that reaction, that might have been a number for the setter, it looks like, who they're celebrating with.
1,000 career assists for the senior, Chloe Wills.
Congratulations, Chloe. Does a real nice job running the Southeastern offense for those 3 or 4 rotations that she's in.
15-14, make that 16-14, the lead for Southeastern.
That's that serve I was talking about with Loggy earlier. She gets that little right to left action on it. That's kind of where she likes to pick on the defense. There it is again.
Booth the setup near side. Lehman a big swing, yes. Lehman out, Delaney Dean in.
Give Lehman a lot of credit as a senior. You can tell she's still feeling it a little bit, but she's trying to hang in there for her team.
Tight serve from Dean. The Panthers are able to keep it going as Ware gets a kill. Initially blocked at the net, but Ware able to regroup and push it through.
A little bit of a danger time right here, 17-15 for Southeastern. If you're Nelsonville, you don't want to see this thing to where you have to come back again.
Higley serves it away just over the net and out of the reach of Gianna Dixon, 18-15.
So let me get your opinion. You like that rule? You like when it hits the net play on?
I think so.
Some people call it luck. I think it does keep the game with some pace.
Keep you on your toes. Booth to the outside, a roll shot from Warren. Lockheed on the second touch, a free ball from Ware. Now Booth will set up Dixon right down the middle. Knocks it through, 18-16.
Some people say, like in the net, like in tennis, you have the faults. To me, that would just slow a great game down. I think what makes volleyball so incredible is how they made rules to make it quicker.
Van Bibber serves it away. Now Booth, another set for Dixon. Back-to-back kills for the junior. Lead is down to 1.
That's just a great set. And again, the block has to recognize how quick that's going to come in the middle, especially 4 sets in. Now that a lot of times early in a match it can throw you off, but you've got to be able to know by this point what's coming.
Higley on the second touch, out to Ware, back over for the Panthers. Booth to the outside. Warren, we're all tied up at 18.
It's been a big afternoon for the junior outside hitter. Again, she delivers there. So 18-18.
Timeout Southeastern.
We'll play to 7, win by 2, I guess, to see if we're going to give Southeastern the district championship or go to a 5th set. But it really has been a matter of just finding little spots of momentum here and there, and it's usually come from the service game. And we'll see if Nelsonville has a little bit more in them.
Big thank you to Glockner Family of Dealerships, Parmar Stores, Willie & Son Trucking, McDonald's, and the Schmidt Family Restaurant Group for making our weekly football and volleyball live streams possible. Also, big thank you to the athletic department here at Waverly and Bo Arnott for allowing us to come down here on this Saturday afternoon. 18-18, Van Bibber serves it away. Here's Redmond down the middle off the net. Kept alive by the Buckeyes, a roll shot from Warren. Lockheed sets it up to Ware near side. Here's Booth. Touches it up in the air, blocked back by the Panthers. Free ball by Warren. Down the middle, Redmond taps it over. Dig from Booth, now Warren down the line with the right hand. Booth will set it up far side. Warren another go. Nice dig by Jesse Higley. Long rally here. Dixon with the right hand. Another dig from Lockheed. Now here's Ware with the right hand. Ware near side punches it over. The rally continues. Nobody home for the second touch. They just do recover. Dixon over with the right hand. Near side, Ware, yes! That seems to have been an issue, not extremely often, but sometimes for Nelsonville-York, you'll see a dig and then nobody will be home for the second touch. I feel like we've seen that 3 or 4 times tonight.
Well, what happens is in the 5-1, sometimes the setter is already running to the net, so that ball in the middle and they expect her to take that second ball, but the communication has to be there, and there's a costly mistake back to 19-19.
Service error for Chloe Wills. Now Lindsay Spencer to serve it away with a tied-up match. Wills sets near side for Katie Pinkerton. Now Warren, a big swing far side into the net. Southeastern back in front, 20-19.
Lougheed comes back to the front row here.
Tight serve from Ware. Gets the ace.
Big time for Ware to step up there, the senior with an ace. 21-19, got a timeout.
Timeout, Nelsonville trailing by 2 in the fourth set of this Division III district volleyball final at Waverly High School, the second of our triple header today. If you were here a bit earlier on in the afternoon, you saw Adina take down Wheelersburg in straight sets. They'll head to Thursday's regional semifinal, where they'll play the winner of South Webster and Meigs, who we'll have a little bit later on this afternoon.
5 o'clock start for that one's what they're saying, right?
As for this match, the winner will have Meadowbrook, who is 21-5, coming off of their 4th straight district title. That game also on Thursday at Logan. Ware serves it away off the timeout. Here's Warren near side, blocked at the net. Booth will set it up right down the middle for Macy Call. Now for the Panthers, Lougheed, a big swing, a nice dig there by the Buckeyes. Lougheed, an attempted roll shot with the right hand, won't go, 21-20.
That brings Lehman back into the front row for Nelsonville.
Tight sets all throughout this matchup. Wills near side, Lougheed, yes! 22-20.
Not much secret where Southeastern's going to go. Again, they're going to try to give their POY some swings on the outside there.
Redmond back to serve. Booth sets it up, far side, Lehman. Overpass by Redmond. The Buckeyes back in control. Lehman once again blocked. Point for the Panthers, 23-20.
Wow, those are 2 great swings from a great player, and give Southeastern credit. They're able to just kind of stay in the point and they find a way to score.
Redmond to serve with a 3-point lead. Booth out to Lehman, a bit off the net. For Southeastern, here's Lougheed, right hand, dig from Lehman. Booth, now Warren, gets the point. A miss hit for Redmond, cuts the lead down to 2 for Southeastern. Megan Booth back to serve.
And here's this serve, in particular serve receiver. Southeastern's really had some troubles today. This will be interesting to watch in a clutch situation.
Wills, right down the middle, overpass, tipped over by the Buckeyes.
Lougheed went across the line, I believe.
Violation on the Panthers, that'll cut it down to 1. 23-22. Booth to serve. Wills off the net, Ware hit back over by the Buckeyes, tied up at 23. For the 4th consecutive set, we are guaranteed to have a winner by 2 as Southeastern takes a timeout.
Yeah, here it is. I mean, 23 all, and this has been a lot of fun. You know, this is what we kind of anticipated in this one. We thought that this middle match of our triple header had the ability to be the most competitive of the day, and it's probably even been more so than I thought, you know, in terms of when you just think of how evenly matched some things have been. These teams mirror each other in certain areas. They're extremely different in certain areas. And right now, This is, again, a serve that has carried Nelsonville in parts of each set. And their setter Booth goes back at 23 all. And let's see what we got here. This should be fun.
Booth to serve, 23-23. Wills down the middle, Lougheed into the net. The Buckeyes take the lead, 24-23, set point. Booth serves it away, gets the ace, 25-23, back-to-back set wins for the Buckeyes, and we're headed to the fifth. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School Volleyball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
See everything Southern Ohio Sports Authority presented by OhioHealth has to offer by visiting our website at SOSAOhio.com for complete coverage of area athletes and teams, including game stories, features, live streams of games, player and coach interviews, nightly scores, area standings, and much more. You can even view and purchase action photos from our more than 100 galleries. That's SOSAOhio.com for the best local sports coverage around.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new.
A 25-23 win in set four, back-to-back 25-23 set wins for the Buckeyes. 4 straight wins by 2. What a match we've had so far.
Yeah, it really is. You know, it's a situation where a lot of times if one team's better than another, you'll get away with a mistake here, a mistake there, whatever. But this is a great example of that coach speak that you're giving clear back to the first team meeting, the first team practice of like every serve matters, every rep matters. And today, the way you've been talking about the way everything's ended in a 2-point difference, what better example than in a district championship where you're sitting here 26-24, 26-20, or 25-23, 25-23, 25-23. It's crazy to think. You know, it could just be a few hitting errors early in the set. It could be a serving error in the middle of the set. Everything matters, and that's what makes this fun. And here we are going to sprint to 15 with the Sweet 16 on the line. This should be fun.
If you're not familiar with the rules of volleyball, the fifth set is only to 15, not to 25 as the first 4. Southeastern will start things off. Here's Morgan Ware with the first serve of the fifth set. Down the middle, Redmond, a big swing, out of bounds. Buckeyes on the board first. Fowler in, Van Bibber out. Tough serve, gets the ace. 2-0, Nelsonville.
Well, this has been the serve that set the tone all day. Booth back on the line there again. And look, when you're Nelsonville at the year they've had, they're not used to losing, so they certainly weren't going to go away down 2-0.
Serve from Booth, back-to-back aces for the junior. A 3-0 lead coming into set 5. Another serve from Booth. Potentially another ace. Higley keeps it alive. Nice play by the libero. Lehman, big swing down the line. Gets the kill. 4-0, Nelsonville.
And again, it's you don't want to overanalyze this. You just call it what it is. It's been the serve of Booth that's just completely taken the match over in spurts.
Near side, Lockheed a big swing. Kept alive by the Buckeyes. Booth sets up right down the middle for Lehman. Now Lockheed near side, blocked at the net, hit back over. Here comes Lehman down the middle. Wills is set to Redmond. Now back to Booth, a roll shot to the Panthers. Wills sets it up for Lockheed, near side, taps it over, a nice dig by Lehman. Off the net, Warren. Booth to Lehman with the right hand. Now back to Lockheed, near side, yes! First point for the Panthers in set 5, 4-1.
Well, a little bit of a gut check point for Southeastern there to get it to 4-1. You certainly don't want to go down 5-0. And here, Redmond back to serve for Southeastern.
Serve for Redmond is good for the ace, 4-2. As the South Webster and Meigs crowds start to roll in.
It's going to create quite an atmosphere here in the 5th set. This place is starting to fill up. Give the senior Redmond credit, 4-1. She goes back there, back-to-back aces allow Southeastern to kind of just settle into the nerve-wracking 5th set.
Redmond serves down by 1. Booth right down the middle, Lehman a big swing down the lane, 5-3.
Big time swing again. She's really showed me something here gut check wise. You can tell on each landing that she's not at her best, but she's certainly hammering away.
Here's Lockheed on the attack, dig from Booth. Now out to Lehman, coming down the lane, yes, 6-3.
Right now you can see it in the body language. You can see it in the emotion on every point with Nelsonville where Southeastern's really got us get involved in this 5th set here.
Cole serves it away up by 3. Miscommunication between the Panthers, just not able to get it back over the net. Strong effort from Jessie Higley, but nonetheless the Buckeyes out in front, 7-3. The Panthers take a timeout down by 4.
There's two parts of the momentum when you get into a 5th set. A lot of times it's how did you arrive at the 5th set, and then how do you start the 5th set. But I think the answer would both go Nelsonville here, because Nelsonville, obviously, if you're down 2-0, getting it back to a 5th set, you feel like you're playing with a little bit of house money at that point. And then you add on to that, you start the 5th set with a quick 4-0 advantage. Now you're up to 7-3. So everything's screaming Nelsonville-York right now in terms of momentum, and that's where Southeastern's really got to settle in here as we come up on about the halfway point. Again, that 15's a whole different animal than 25 when you start going to 15 by 2.
Macy called to serve it away. Deep serve from Call, hands it over to the Panthers, down by 3, 7-4. Booth right down the line, near side for Lehman. Lockheed does the same, comes away with the kill, 7-5.
So good, tight there on the outside, not a lot of room to work with, and she just finds a way to sneak it down through. Southeastern's got to be aware, Lehman hits out of this weak side on this first ball over.
Booth to Dixon, a roll shot. Now over to Lockheed, a bit off the net, sneaks it in for the kill, 7-6.
So again, if you watch here on the serve receive, you have Dixon on the outside option for Booth, and you have Lehman here on the weak side.
Dixon down the line. Nice play by Higley.
Just miscommunication there. I think they just got crowded and didn't kind of move into the right spots. And Too little, too late.
8-6 lead for the Buckeyes. Near side, Lougheed blocked back to the Panthers. Lougheed to the middle of the floor. That's Ruckel back over for the Panthers.
No touch, they're saying, so that makes it a 4.
Violation on the Buckeyes cuts it down to 1. 8-7 in set 5. Booth brings it back. Warren, a roll shot to the Panthers. Lougheed sets it up to Ware near side. Blocked back. Higley right there. Free ball for the Buckeyes. Warren, far side. Yes! 9-7.
Give a lot of credit to Dixon. She went hard in the middle, and it ended up really freezing the block, and that ended up giving Warren a little bit more of a one-on-one, almost open net opportunity on the outside. Really, really well done there by Dixon.
Van Bibber serves it away, gets the ace. The Buckeyes, the first to double digits in the shortened set 5.
It feels like it's been this back and forth, where one team works so hard to get back even, and then they'll give away 2 or 3 more.
Van Bibber, a short serve into the net. Makes it 10-8 now.
There's another example. So you're right back to 10-8. And the Higley serve has been a rotation that more times than not has been pretty good to Southeastern today.
Higley serves it away. Warren, far side. Nice play by Higley to keep it alive. Redmond, a free ball back over to the Buckeyes. Tight to the net. Warren, big swing. Now Ware the other way. Booth over on the second touch, just does nearly sneak it in. Overpass to the back corner. Booth just does miss her spot. That cuts it down to 9.
Yeah, you can't fault the decision. It was really good court vision. Just ended up getting a little over anxious, going a little strong with it. But again, it was the right decision. It was there.
10-9, Higley to serve. Spencer to the outside. Warren, a roll shot over to the Panthers. Near side, Ware. Big swing. Yes! Tied up at
10. Don't you get the feeling that they could play to like 10 o'clock tonight? it would be tied. I mean, it's just this has been good stuff.
Booth tight to the net. Dixon down the lane. Now out to Ware. Near side. Yes! The Panthers out in front 11-10 for the first time in the set.
What a great adjustment from Ware.
Timeout, Buckeyes.
That's what I've loved about Josie Lougheed all year long, Dewey. You know, it's one of those things where as a player of the year, a lot of times you get an award like that because of some statistics and things like that, but it really goes beyond that. It's what separates her from the other great hitters in the league is what she can also do beyond those 3 sets in the front row. She can also give you the serving. She can give you defense. She can give you some setting. And I don't think her all-around game gets enough credit because she's such a special hitter on the attack that I don't think we appreciate the overall game enough.
Higley serves it away with a 1-point lead. Booth to the outside, a roll shot from Warren. Now Lougheed sets it up to Ware near side. Gets the kill. 12-10 Southeastern.
Give Morgan Ware a lot of credit here down the stretch. Not very many teams have a second outside hitter that can take over a set, in this case a match like she has, coming up the biggest at the biggest time.
Higley's serve is away. Here's Dixon, near side. Dig from Lougheed. Now to Ware in the middle. Booth sets it up. Dixon blocked at the net by Redmond. Warren gives it a go. Yes!
Great defensive effort from Redmond to go down the line, though, and sneak it in. Line judge right on it all the way down the line. Back to 12-11.
The senior libero, Lindsey Spencer, back to serve. 12-11 Southeastern. Loghita back set to the middle. Redmond back over. Here's Booth to Warren. Blocked at the net and out of bounds. Tied up at 12.
Well, we were tied at 10. Now we're tied at 12. We played for the last hour and a half, and now all we had to do is play to 3.
Lockheed back over on the second touch. Booth, a set to the far side. Warren blocked at the net. Booth over on the second touch. That's Urig right there to get it back over. Now Spencer far side. Warren a roll shot, just barely able to keep it alive is Ware. Now Booth back to Warren. Yes! 13-12.
It's been Warren all day on the outside. That time it tied at 12. She swings it hard and sneaks it down inside the block. Nelsonville up 1.
Timeout Southeastern. 26-24, 25-23 to allow Southeastern to go up 2-0, then back-to-back 25-23 sets for the Buckeyes in sets 3 and 4.
Here in this 5th set, it was Nelsonville early. They went up 4-0. They went up 7-3. Southeastern comes all the way back. We're tied at 10. Now we're tied at 12, and then the Warren kill puts us 13-12, and here we are. It's now or never for the Southeastern serve receive to see if they can give themselves a chance to go on the attack and get this 13th point to tie it up.
Southeastern point away from guaranteeing a full match of 2-point wins. Spencer to serve out of the Southeastern timeout. Lockheed right down the middle for Redmond. Just does sneak it over. 13-13. Have you seen a more competitive volleyball match throughout all 5 sets this year?
Well, I mean, Southeastern would tell you yes. Remember at Huntington, they went the 5th set, went like 30-28. So they've been here before.
Will serves it away. Nearly gets the ace. Roll shot for Warren is too strong, and the Panthers a point away from a district title. Match point coming up.
Well, match point, and Wills just went short there. I'll be anxious to see if she goes back. Nelsonville does use a big hole in this particular serve receive in the middle.
Wills serves it away. Far side, call. Back to the Buckeyes. Now back over to the Panthers. They tie it up at 14. It's going to take an extended set in the 5th.
Well, the other thing it does, obviously Nelsonville had to have the point to extend the match, but now it allows Lehman to return to the front row as well.
Buckeyes have Warren back to serve. Will sets up right down the middle. Redmond into the net. The Buckeyes take the lead.
Yeah, I don't think it had a touch. It was out. So I think it was just. The question is, if it's off the net, it's Nelsonville's point. If it's off the block, it's Southeastern's point. But I don't know that there was a touch from where we were sitting. That's what they're going to discuss here.
Critical decision. Point goes to the Buckeyes. Officials converge and make their decision. 15-14 Nelsonville. Warren to serve. On the way, too strong. We're tied up at 15.
Of course we are. This is good stuff. It's been a lot of fun here. Let's see what we can get out of it.
Ware serves it away. Booth sets up far side. Lehman a big swing. Advantage goes to the Buckeyes. 16-15 in set 5.
She's been automatic on that outside. Nelsonville with the second match point opportunity.
Fowler in for Van Bibber. Booth to serve. Tight to the net, right back to even at 16 apiece.
Wow, she's been so dominant on the serve line, and that ball right there just, literally an inch away from creeping over the net and maybe falling for the match.
Now Redmond to serve. On the way, Booth, right down the middle, Lehman, yes! 17-16, advantage Nelsonville. Back and forth it goes in the final set.
Third match point for Nelsonville. Southeastern had one, and Nelsonville survived it. Southeastern has survived two of these. Now the third time, maybe a charm for Nelsonville.
Macy called to serve. Set down the middle, Lougheed ties it at 17.
Here we go. We've been tied at 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17.
Now Katie Pinkerton to serve. Booth sets it up far side. Dixon, too strong. Advantage, Southeastern. Match point for the Panthers. Serve from Pinkerton is on the way. Booth, near side, blocked at the net. Back over, just does get over. Booth calls it out, now Lehman. Big right hand. Will sets it up down the middle, Ruckel. Kept alive by the Buckeyes. Booth, back to the middle of the floor, Lehman. Near side, Lougheed, blocked back to the Panthers, kept alive. Back over to the Buckeyes. What a rally, Lehman on the attack, ties it at 18.
Just an incredible effort from both sides right there. I mean, so many different things could have resulted in a point, and both teams just leaving it all out there. You certainly can't doubt the effort on that last rally.
Southeastern definitely with more experience in this type of situation with the matchup with Huntington a bit earlier on in the season. Near side, Lougheed kept alive by the Buckeyes. Booth sets it up. Warren far side, knocks it down. 19-18. Match point for Nelsonville.
Starting to lose count. I think this is Nelsonville's fourth opportunity to win the district title.
Delaney Dean serves it away. Down the middle. Booth sets it up. Warren gets the kill. The Buckeyes are district champs.
Give Nelsonville a lot of credit. Down 2-0. It would have been so easy to quit. Didn't do it. Continued to fight. Bring themselves all the way back. Congratulations, both teams. What an incredible district championship match, and it was an honor to call it.
26-24, 25-23, 25-23, 25-23, and 20-18. All decided by 2 points. The Buckeyes claim the district in Division III.
It was one of those. There's so many storylines throughout. I thought that the gut check from Chloe Lehman there throughout, when she was banged up a little bit coming back, you could tell on some of her landings that she wasn't 100%. But as a senior, you obviously you don't want to watch your season end from over on the bench. So she continues to go gut check and play. I thought that was impressive. I thought Warren was terrific today on the outside swinging. I was impressed with Dixon in the middle, and then Booth quarterbacking it all from the setter position. Coming in, what do you have there on your stat sheet? 10.5.
10.5 per set, had 25 in the last one. I'd assume well over that.
Yeah, well, yeah. Today it's hard to be kind. I'd say she pushed into the 40s probably. I mean, it was an impressive performance from her, just doing a nice job delivering it. Look, this Southeastern team's had an incredible year. Obviously, this stings to watch it end this way. They beat Uniota one time this year, There's no way to soften the blow when you're up 2-0 in the district championship, and the opponent comes all the way back and gets you. That obviously is going to sting, but Southeastern will still look back on a district champion, runner-up finish here to the Nelsonville team here, and with 19 wins.
Stage is set for next Thursday's regional semifinal. It'll be Nelsonville-York taking on Meadowbrook. Funny enough, pretty similar colors between those two teams.
Yeah.
Nelsonville moves to 23-2 on the season. Southeastern wraps up their season 19-4. Their first non-league loss of the season comes all the way down to tournament play.
Yeah, it does. You know, look, that the SVC's kind of proven itself over the years to be that way. You know, you have the TVC champion on the one side with Nelsonville. You have the SVC third-place team on the other, and maybe that surprised a little bit to see Southeastern jump out to the 2-0 advantage. But to Nelsonville's credit, you know, it's there's something to be said to winning and learning how to win and staying with it, and boy, did they do that today. Probably worth mentioning again for people that weren't with us earlier, if you're not familiar with the way the tournament works, the sectional and district runs through the Southeast District Board. So here at the district championship level, the runner-up and champion individual medals are given. Then obviously the team awards as well. Then as you reach the regional level, that's when the state takes it over in volleyball. That Sweet 16 they refer to, you'll get a team award at the end of the regional level, and then if you advance to the state championship, again, they would honor the individual and the team award again. That's why in basketball, I know like they'll cut the net in the sectional and the different things like that, but in the volleyball and the sectional, there's not a lot to show for it. Like I said, there's no easy way to sugarcoat it for Southeastern. This will sting for a while, but then, you know, you'll be able to look back at a 19-win season, the district runner-up, and you'll be able to recognize what you accomplished. But right now, I mean, you know, as coaches, we've been there before and so forth, and it's just there's no way around it. Just it's going to sting a little bit. On the other side with Nelsonville, I've been fortunate to be there as well, and that's a great feeling, winning a championship with your kids and with your teammates and with your friends, and that's something we always say. You try to preach to kids, there's no bigger thing than accomplishing something bigger than yourself. So congratulations to Nelsonville. Spencer probably gets overlooked a lot too from the libero position. I thought she was terrific today. We mentioned earlier, Southeast District does a good job archiving this. Like in this year's program, for example, they'll have the picture of last year's champions, and here they'll get together and do that. It just as Adina got to do in the earlier matchup Nelsonville will get an opportunity to have that special photo here, and then that'll be archived in the next year's program. And you and I still got another one to crown tonight, don't we?
Yes, South Webster and Meigs coming up here in about 20 minutes. It may be pushed back slightly a little bit as this game did run over. It's a good thing the first match ended in straight sets, so we could be looking at about a 6 o'clock start time for this final match.
I would say they'll still kind of roll it over pretty close to 5. I mean, if they go ahead and give some picture time and so forth, they'll probably want to sweep the floor. Maybe 5-10.
Once again, South Webster and Meigs coming up, scheduled for 5 o'clock, so should be extremely close to that start time, as that's coming up in about 20 minutes here at Waverly High School. But for the second of our triple header, Dewey Daly and Shane Combs saying so long from Waverly High School. The Buckeyes claim the district in 5 sets.